I'm here to tell you today that you're never too old to build. You are never too old to build. You know the owner of McDonald's? You probably do not know that that man was over 60 years old when he started. Picasso was 90 when he painted the Sistine Chapel. Some very notable names started when they were much older, because that is when they found their passion. That is when they found their voice. So I'm here today to tell you that you are not too old to build. Maybe you're coming into social media newly as an adult who is in the mid-range of 40 to 45, or could even be above 60. And you are seeing things that the so-called Gen Zs are doing, and you are in awe of it, and you think you can try to be amongst. I'm here to tell you that it's very much possible. Now, in my studies, I found one thing, that older people tend to be more careful, and in the process of being careful, they tend to be unwilling to take risks. Okay, they tend to be risk averse. Now, let me explain. There is a book I read some years ago titled Dreamwalker, and the author was narrating a story of when he wanted to operate his camera phone, which at the time was very prevalent, and there were some things he needed to do with the phone that he couldn't. So he called one of his nephews, a very young child of about 10 years old, to come help him set up that thing. And guess what? A man of over 30 years old who could not set it up himself called a 10-year-old boy who helped him set it up and do it perfectly well for him. Now, the man was in awe as to how the young boy was able to adapt to technology at such a young age. This makes us know something. I've probably talked about it before in one of my videos, which is to the effect that the older we grow, the less willing we are to take risks. And this is understandable. I mean, when I was much younger, when they would buy a new television and a remote was in place, or let's say a decoder, DSTV, that used to be prevalent at the time, the first thing I would do is to press all the buttons in the remote to find out what each of them represent. But now, if I'm given a remote, I'll be a lot more careful so that I don't press a button that could end up killing myself in the